or something.
Yeah.
You know,
it was
you'd think
bad.
it'd be like a campfire smell, but it wasn't.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
I think that there's Andy calling in. I think that's what made me kind of sick, is it was like,
I think it was last week. My eyes burned for about 3 or 4 days.
Claire said, my daughter said that. She was like, my
Yeah.
eyes hurt. And she's got really bad allergies. Oh,
Yeah.
there goes my brother-in-law. I just texted Mike because I don't know if I thought he was coming.
Boy, you just don't have a concept of how much is burning, but they said there was 19 million acres burned already.
Hey,
Hey.
Andy.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
All right, Mike asked if we have enough without him, so I guess he's probably enough.
We're good.
Yeah.
Start.
Yep.
I'd like to welcome everybody to our Friday, June 30th special Cascade City Council meeting. I'd have a call to order with a pledge of allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
We'll go Kelchin,
Here.
Roush, Hush,
Here.
Delaney, Oliphant.
Here.
Need a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion by Kelchin.
Second.
Second by Oliphant. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
At this point, we'll have public comment. Seeing none, we'll go to number 6, consideration of resolution number 56-23, approval of a state recreational trail grant application submittal.
Okay, so excuse me, the resolution that is in front of you, when I first read it, has a total of requesting $673,000, the one that I sent you via email. The one that's in front of you that I just handed out has 757. So I thought that there was like one of the portions of engineering that you couldn't ask for. You can ask for up to 75%. You get more points if you ask for less. The struggle, of course, is that we're already looking at $250,000 on our part. So I did put in there, right now, like, obviously I haven't submitted it. So I don't know if we think it's better to try and add a little bit, so we're not asking for the full 75% to get points, even though it means we're spending more money, but does it give you the chance to get some of the money? I'm concerned, I'm gonna submit it either way. I'm concerned that we're not gonna score fabulously because they have like, it's almost like the CAT grant where you have like last money in. So if we were truly gonna borrow the 250, which I don't know where you guys are at with that, and we don't have to decide today, but I did put in there that we would apply for Safe Routes to Schools. Safe Routes to Schools grant is, I think, a fall grant, and it's a, like, up in the air grant right now. They're, like, making changes to it, so nobody really knows, like, what the parameters are gonna be for that. I know that you are allowed to, like, piggyback off of other grants, but I don't know if they'll downgrade our scoring, because it isn't like we're saying we have that grant, and I didn't say we wouldn't pay for all of it, because I guess we can deal with that if we actually got it. There were a few other things on there that, you know, like already having it completely designed and ready to go. You know, I didn't make it seem like, oh, we're nowhere. I mean, Jake has obviously looked at it, you saw the plans and stuff. But I just don't know, you know, and it depends how many other people apply and what the dollar amounts are. But do you want to leave it at 75, or do you think we'd be better? And I have no idea how the points get distributed. Any thoughts on that?
What is the Safe Schools grant, what is that typically?
It doesn't, like, it literally says nothing because they're completely revamping it. So they, like, literally took it off the website and they're like, well, there's no applications for Safe Routes to Schools because they're completely revamping the program and nobody really knows what it's gonna look like anymore, so.
I mean, in the past.
I don't even know, because I can't, like, it literally got taken off the
Okay.
website, so. Unless I find another city and asked them, I really don't know. I mean, I'm sure you could get a good chunk of that, that's for sure, but.
But
it's-
that might be a couple of years before that resurfaces.
No, they make it seem like it's coming.
It's, okay.
I'm hoping it'll still be, I think it used to be a summer application as well, and I think it's supposed to be a fall application, but like, literally, they say there's nothing that they tell you, like what the parameters are gonna be. So I don't know, it's kind of like a game, you know what I mean? Do you say, oh, we're gonna lower this from 750 to 700 and spend 50,000 so that maybe you get a better chance of getting 700?
So a question I have, like, reducing it by that, what, 5%, 10% at most, like, is that even going to
No,
make a difference?
I have no idea. There's like all these different points that you get for different things, and like I said, like some of it is like they call it shovel ready, so I don't know if that literally is, because I haven't gotten one of these grants before. I don't know if that literally means just trying to look here. If it means that you absolutely have to like show them that there's plans ready, which I obviously can't state that, but I've said like, you know, I mean, I did walk the trail with Jake and they drew up the plans that you see in front of you, so it's not like it's nothingness, but I have no idea. I just don't know. I guess it can't hurt, just don't know if it makes a difference.
Lowering it 10% though to get 700,000. I mean, I know the city has to find that money,
The rest of it, right.
but it
Yeah.
might be a fundraising effort too, or
Right. The other big thing that I know that we just don't score well on, like when the state guy emailed me, he said, you're not gonna have a strong application because they want us to like put in a trail to Monticello and Dyersville. Like
What?
that, I'm just saying, like, that would be the kind of application
Yeah.
that they want
Uh,
to connect
A connector.
communities. I'm not saying they want us to, but like, if you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is the rock star application, it's connecting communities. So I've been pushing, like, in my write-ups that I've been working on is, and how many kids did you say, by the way? I wanted to ask you that.
we just counted again last night.
So what is it?
31 kids.
There
of
is that
high
many?
school age.
So,
So there's
Oh,
two
you're
high
saying-
school kids right now,
Okay.
but the other two in high school, they're not even able to drive yet.
like Jaden,
Yeah, Jaden's our oldest one in the
Okay.
neighborhood, but there's 31 kids.
he works at the pool. That's what I just know.
So
So 31 kids. Okay, so I've been saying that, and then bigger than even pushing that is I've been talking about the seniors and
Yep.
saying that they're in an assisted living place so that they are not like nursing home bound, high level of care. So many of them are in nursing homes, or excuse me, in wheelchairs and have no actual way to get anywhere.
and there's a lot of them that do walk into town.
Right, and I
Fair
have
amount of 'em.
the count there right now. I don't even know anybody for sure that works there, but one of my colleagues from QC manages a couple of Callahan's properties. So he checked the count for me, and it was 65 as of this week.
Why don't you talk to Jen Romberg? and
Yeah.
Get you,
I mean, I got the number just
Yeah.
because it was easier because I knew
Yep.
his cell phone number. But it's 65, so I've been emphasizing 65 seniors who are more independent than someone needing a high level of care, are, you know, able to get around but can't get around safely, kind of emphasizing that there's no shoulder to travel safely on. So, you know, I don't know if things like that help, because they talk about like, you know, disadvantaged, which obviously elderly and disabled people in a wheelchair would be counted. So I just have no idea. Like, we'll submit it, but I kind of think we should lower it a little bit,
Lower it to 700?
maybe. You know what I mean? Like, you hate to spend 50 more, but if you're not going to get anything, then your 50 extra would have been worth it.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with 700.
If it ups your chances.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to
Yeah.
put 700 in there.
Just
so
a
when you-
heads up, Lisa, Tyler's spelled wrong on there.
Oh, yeah, so when you put caps in, oh, yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
I hate that about Word. When you type caps, it doesn't
spell check.
spell check. Why is that? Because it thinks you're doing like an acronym or something. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So if there's no other questions, Mr. Mayor, then we would just suggest, if there's approval, that we lower the dollar amount to 700.
If there's no other concerns, I need a motion on resolution number 56-23.
I'll make a motion on resolution 56-23.
Motion by Oliphant.
At the 700,000.
Second.
Second by Kelchin. Roll call.
Hush.
Aye.
Oliphant.
Aye.
Kelchin.
Aye.
Roush.
Number 7, consideration of resolution number 57-23, approval of Weber Construction Incorporated contract for demolition of 3 city buildings, $23,400, and a $5,000 donation in return.
So we
Any-
received 3 prices. I didn't bring the file in here, but this was significantly lower than the other 2. Gravel was one, and then there's a Freiberger Construction that also submitted a bid, and he was also much higher. So if there's no other questions, we had to do I filled out a report that you have to submit to the DNR, which is similar to the asbestos people, but when you're demoing more than one single-family home at a time, you qualify. So I worked with Mark on a couple answers to that, submitted that. The 10 days starts on your postmark date, which is, I postmarked it last Saturday. And so I think they count business days though, so then we can start it on July 10th, which if we approve this today, then his intention is to start that day, thinking probably 2 days for the houses, and then he'll go over and get the garage down. And the asbestos is all removed.
It's done.
And the fire department's done with their trainings and everything?
Yep.
Great.
Yeah. They only ended up going in Iserman's house, but they said it was really productive, and I think I told you guys they struggle, because usually when someone donates a house like that, it's out in the country, and then they're not able to take everybody with them because they have to have some people stay here, so they have a rare opportunity when,
It's
so they
local.
went there in advance, and a couple of the training guys, and got it set up, and they said it was a really productive evening. for them.
Good.
If there's no other questions, I need a motion on resolution number 57-23.
I'll make a motion on resolution 5723.
Motion by Kelchin,
Second.
second by Hush. Roll call.
Oliphant.
Aye.
Kelchin.
Aye.
Roush.
Aye.
Hush.
Aye.
Do you have anything, Lisa?
I do not.
If there's nothing else, I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion by Kelchin.
Second.
Second by Oliphant. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks
Thanks,
for,
everyone.
thanks for
Thanks.
calling.
Have a good weekend, Riley.
vacation, Riley.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Have fun, bye.